Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 27th. This will be my last week of August. I don't plan on getting any groceries for the rest of this month. So I'll go through what we bought this week. This week's a little complicated. It's a lot of points, so bear with me, but it was worth it. So this is what I got this week. And yes, and then I'll do a recap of what we bought throughout the month, and then I'll break it down into categories. So the kids are going back to school next week, and I already have quite a few things kind of squirreled away for back to school. One crazy update we just had in Nova Scotia is starting in October, elementary school kids are going to be able to get a lunch. They're saying it's a pay as you can model. We'll see how it rolls out. Anything that's government mandated is going to have some hiccups in the beginning. But I still believe that I'll have to still send the kids snacks, which is actually one of the more expensive parts of making a lunch, I find. But yeah, I keep my kids' lunches about between $1.50 and $2 per lunch anyway. So I don't think I'll be saving any money, but it's nice that all the kids are going to be able to have access to the same foods. Okay, so this is what we got this week. So this section here from the chicken over, our house is such a mess right now. I've got 800 garlic that I'm currently cleaning. I've got about 200 or about 150 pounds of potatoes left to pull out of the garden. I've got 50 pounds in our living room right now. Laundry on the table. Everything's in upheaval, and I want to get the kids' rooms clean this week too. I want to start fresh for back to school. Anyway, on to groceries. So the cantaloupes at Gateway were $1.97 each. I got 2. The 3-pound bags of apples were $1.97 a piece, so I got 3 of those. Iceberg lettuce was $1.97. I just picked up one. $1.97 for the mushrooms. I got 2. The bananas were, I believe, 77 cents a pound. I'll have to see how much those were. The bananas came to $1.64. The broccoli were $2.97 each. I picked up 2. And then we picked up a sliced pepperoni. It's the 400 gram package. It used to be 500. Was $3.97. They had these crispy minis on for $1.97. I thought these would be great for kids' lunches as well. We've eaten a ton of them this summer. They make a great beach snack. And this wasn't on my list, but they had the strip loin grilling steak on for, I believe it was $7.97 a pound or $17.57 a kilogram. So I got 1 package. We'll probably do this tomorrow night for supper. So my total at Gateway was $44.31, which is great for all of that fruit and everything. So that was Gateway. Then Sobeys is across the street from Gateway. So I popped in there. My plan was to get 6 of their chickens. They had whole chickens on for $2 a pound. So $4.41 a kilogram, $2 a pound. So my plan was to get 6 whole chickens. When I got there, there was a limit of 4. That's okay. I still was able to stick pretty much to my plan. So I got 4 chickens. I tried to get the 4 biggest ones I could. $28 on whole chickens. Then I had an offer for if you spent $50, you got $5 back in points. So my plan was to buy 6 chickens and then 4 of these oysters. My husband really likes these oysters, and I was gonna buy some to add to his Christmas present. So instead, since I didn't have the chickens, I did look around. There was nothing else that was really a screaming special. So I decided to get 11 boxes, and I should have got 12. 11 boxes to make up the difference. So $28 on chickens and $22. These were $1.99 each. So I ended up getting 11 of these, and for every 2 that you bought, you got $1 back in points. So that's why I should have bought 12 to make an even number. But so then I got $5 back in points for these. I got the $5 back in points for my total spend of $50. And then I got an additional $5 in points because they had an offer if you spent $50 on compliments products, which these chickens are compliments and these are compliments. So my total came to $50.08, and then I got $15 back in points. If I had bought the 1 more oysters, it would have been what, 52 $52.07, and then I would have got $16 back in points. So I should have bought the extra package, but I didn't. Anyway, so $50.08 for at Sobeys, and then my net, like the points taken off, would have been at $35.58. Something I can show you now, I think I took a picture of it. If not, I can pull it up on my app, is I went to Flash Food and I bought 4 boxes of pickling cucumbers and made some dill pickles with them. I don't know if they're going to be as good as my homegrown dill pickles, but we needed something. So those were 4 3-liter boxes, came to $13.97 plus the service fee, so it came to $14.76. And then I had a refund process from last week of $5.39, making it a net of $9.37, and that was on the dried sausages and the bananas I got last week. So my plan this week was to buy a couple bags of chips, 2 toilet papers, and the wraps from Superstore. However, when I checked my email last night, and I get these offers probably every month and a half. If you use PC Express, if you don't use it very often, or maybe if you do, I don't know. I don't use it very often. They will send you like offers. Oh, we've missed you at PC Express. So my offer this week was for if you spent $100, you got 30,000 points. So that's equal to $30 in points. I already knew I was buying the toilet paper, the wraps, and some chips, and that would come to about $50. So then I checked my app, and I also had a total source spend of 12,500 points, so $12.50 if you spent $125 at Superstore. So what I decided to do was I was going to spend close to that amount. I was going to order my stuff, and then if I needed to make up the difference, I was just going to pop into store and buy a couple items to reach up to that 125 mark. So my total spend at Superstore was $131.73, and that's what my receipt was from PC Express. So on that receipt, I received the 30,000 points for using PC Express, the 12,500 points, and then I had additional personal offers of 16,800 points for a total of $59.30 in points. So that brings my out of pocket, that was a 45% savings on my receipts. So that makes the total $72.43. So how that breaks down is the granola bars were $10.99 each. I just gotta grab my receipt and then I'll explain what didn't work out. Okay, the granola bars were $10.99, and then I got $2.20 off in points. Not a great deal. Well, pretty great deal, actually. I do have tons of granola bars. I really don't even need these, but now we have probably about a 4-month supply if I give each of the kids a granola bar every day for lunch. The International Delight had a member price of $4.99. So I got 2 of them because I also had a personal offer for $1.20 off per purchase. That did not go through. So I sent in a points inquiry for that $2.40. The sliced mushrooms were, I don't think they were on sale, 2 for $3. So I got 6 of them, so those were $9. However, I do have a spend until mid-September on canned goods, so I thought this one might be a good filler item that I might potentially net me some money down the road. So $9, and we are out of sliced mushrooms. We are also almost out of popcorn, so I bought one of these. It was not on sale, but it was $3.49, I believe. $3.49, very first thing on the list. Okay, so $3.49. These wraps are a limit of 6 for the $2.50. I was only gonna buy 4, but since I was trying to make it up to that 125 mark, I bought 6 of them, so they came to $15. Their chips this week are on for $1.25 member price. I ended up buying 11 bags of chips. We are not going to eat these all in one day. This will be months of chips. I only ever bring out one every, maybe even one a week. Is plenty of chips for 5 people to eat, I think. So yes, I know this makes me look crazy, but I'm okay with that and I'm used to it. So no other points on those, but they were $1.25 each. I think these are regular $2.49 or $1.99, depends on the week. These prices of these chips change constantly, I find. Milk, I forgot to get milk at Circle K on Friday because we had a family event to go to. We had a family barbecue, and our way back home, I meant to get gas and get 2 jugs of milk, and I just forgot. So I ended up going out today and getting gas, and I just picked this up at the grocery store because we don't have milk for the rest of the week. So I just got 1. This will tide us over, and it is, I believe, $7.19 at the grocery store. Yeah, $7.19. So then the saga of the toilet paper. So we don't need toilet paper. We probably won't need toilet paper. Right now we have enough probably to get us till Christmas, but this was just too good of a deal. It's even better than the last deal I got on toilet paper. So there's a flyer special for the 30 roll toilet paper for $14.99. And then I had a continuity spend of if you spent $20 on toilet paper, you got $3 back in points. I then had a loadable offer of $3 back in points per package bought. And then I had a personal offer of 700 points per $7 of money spent on PC toilet paper. So altogether, these were $14.99 each. And then we had $12.50 off in points. So these came to $8.74 each, and then of course taxes on top of that. However, when I looked at my receipt when I came home, they charged me $19.99 for these each, and it didn't come off, and I'm not sure why, because it's in the flyer. This shouldn't be an issue, especially we're on like day 6 of the sale. So these were, I got charged $19.99. They should have been $14.99. So I put in a refund request for $10 off for these as well. So my total at Superstore was, yeah, the $131.73, and that's without the price adjustments. So $72.43 was my net. Sobeys was $35.08. Gateway was $44.31, and then Flash Food was $9.37. So my total spent this week was $161.19. And then if they do process that refund, which I don't see why not, it should be, my net will be $148.79 for everything you see here. All right, I'm gonna review what I bought this month. I'm pretty sure I'm over budget this month, but we'll go through and see how we did. All right, so I just went and grabbed 2 4-liters. It's Friday, so $12.98. And then my mom popped in to see my mom, and she gave me some peaches. So in week 1 of August, I spent a total of $212.52. I got lots of bread, a ton of chicken, lots of produce, all kinds of stuff for the pantry. There's everything laid out there. And then I got those buckets too. That was such a good deal for those. So there's just a closer look at all the bread I was able to get in the first week of August. And all that went down into the freezer. A lot of that was from Flash Food. Here is an overview of week 2. All that chicken got canned. The wraps went in the freezer as well. And our total that week was $212.72. Now, going into, here, this is a closer look. We got all that corn, which I was able to can up. Some treats for our camping trip. Some fruit. Week 3 was kind of just a little bit of a stock up on a few things. We spent a total of $94.68. So adding all 4 weeks together, this month we spent a total of $694.09. That doesn't include the refund I believe I will get of about $12.50. It just hasn't been processed yet. They say they're very backed up. And I think it's worth mentioning that we went on vacation this month. We had several day trips that we did, and we didn't eat out once. Everything was cooked and prepared at home. So just to break down our various categories, we spent $190.09 on meat. Produce came in at $120.56. Pantry was $82.57. Dairy, I spent a total of $86.85. Butter and oil came in at $28.05. Bread and cereal at $59.87. Toiletries at $32.48. Beverages $13.32. And treats came in at $87.10. So even though we were slightly over budget this month, we put up a ton of food on our pantry shelves, and I can feel good going into winter that we'll be eating seasonal produce. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye now.